talking raw, I don't smoke when I tap it. Crazy and hoe what they do for the clout. All of the yapping, wanna see what you bout. We'll go line when you run in your mouth, but in person that now spit it out. Got a lot on my mind, so I let it all bottom. Monkey see, monkey do. Naming these hollows. Throw one shot at you, the other will follow. My name in your mouth, and you watch how you swallow. Jackie, you real, but you totally will.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. So before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me and my baby on all our social medias. And hit the bell for notifications so you know when I come out with another video. So, as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I have some questions written down. If you guys do not know, my lighting currently sucks really bad these days because I don't have a phone, so I've been using like whatever I can to record just to keep up. And I have this hat on because my hair is a mess underneath. But let's get started with the questions. I just wrote down some random questions I have people send me through IG, and I have them written down. So let's get started. These are just 25 questions. So the first question is, what is my full name? My full name is Vanessa Nicola Walden. My sister's middle name is Nicole, and my mom kind of wanted to go along with that since her middle name isn't anything like it. So she wanted to kind of go with something that was like Nicole, so she picked Nicola. So yeah, my real name is what I use for YouTube. Number 2, how old am I? I am 24 years old. I am going to be 25 next week, and you guys, I'm going through a midlife crisis right now. I'll explain that in a different video. Maybe I'll think about it because my midlife crisis is something completely different. Number 3, why did I name my daughter after me? I say because you don't see too many women with their daughters having the same name as they do. I know my brother's baby mother, her mom's name is Karen, and her grandma's name is Karen. And I like that because you don't see too many women with their kid named after them. And I thought that was cute and sweet and dope. So I decided to do it as well. Number 4, how old is my daughter? A lot of these questions, a little bit of these questions, are about my daughter. So, yeah, number 4, how old is my daughter? She is 16 months. She'll be 17 months next week, the day after my birthday. Number 5, why did I start my channel? I think for me, it was more of, I know you guys see the reflection. I'm trying for you guys not to see it. For me, it was more of putting myself out there. I had started channels before and didn't really keep up with them. So this time I was pregnant and I was like, I'm going to keep going just so when my daughter gets older, she has something to look back at herself when she was a little girl. When I do leave this world, because nobody stays here forever, she has something to look back at and see me and my life and change that about her, because my life was hard growing up, and I feel like through YouTube she'll be able to see just how hard I worked for her. Number 6, who is my favorite YouTuber? Right now I'd have to say my favorite YouTuber would be the Wavy Boys. Mostly Jason Hint. I'm a huge fan of his. I watch every one of his videos. I love his reactions. He reacts to old stuff, new stuff, stuff in the middle, you know, and I really like that. Number 7, what has YouTube done for me? YouTube for me has helped me put myself out there a lot. For me, it was, I'm scared of what people might think of me, you know, because of the PTSD that I have, because of the depression that I suffer from. I feel like YouTube has let people out there know that everyone's different, you know. I have flaws, I have dentures, I have a bald spot, I have all that. So for me, it was mostly trying to show people that you can be who you are and be fine with that, and they are going to love you for who you are. And I think that's what YouTube has done for me. It's brought me an audience of people who respect me and who love me and who, you know, keep me uplifted even when I am going through those PTSD moments or those depression moments. So I'd have to say that's what YouTube has done for me. It might sound very, very, like, I don't know how to put it, very sweet, but, or very, you're used to hearing it, but for me, that's completely true. Number 8, where do I see myself in 2 to 5 years? I see myself not living at home with my mom. I see myself having, way more YouTube followers, and I see myself in 2 to 5 years making YouTube like my job, my main priority, with my clothing line and everything like that. Like, that's it. Number 9, why did I decide to write a book? So if you guys do not know, I am currently writing a book, and the reason I decided was because my book is kind of fiction mixed with a little non-fiction. So some of the stuff in my book has kind of been about my life, and some of it isn't about my life. And I feel like writing a book has always been something that I've wanted to do. I remember when I was younger, my aunt used to say, I read books all the time. Like, you read books all the time. And I remember that. I used to read books every day. And writing a book of my own has always been a dream of mine. So that's why I kind of decided to do it now. What is my book about? Which is number 10. And like I said, my book, I said this before in the last question, my book is a little bit of fiction mixed with nonfiction. Some of the stuff that has happened in my book has happened to me in real life. Some of it, I kind of take from different places and put them together and make it sound like this beautiful story. Number 11, where am I from? Whew, I didn't want to answer this question, but I'm going to do it. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I do not live in Newark, but that's where I was born. But I don't live there. I'm not going to do too much more. Number 12, do I have a boyfriend or girlfriend? No. If you guys do not know, I'm bisexual. I support the LGBTQ community a lot. But I'm currently not in a relationship. I'm seeing people, but I haven't settled down yet. Mostly because I have standards for my daughter. And that's another question that I'm going to get to in a minute. Number 13, what do I look for in a guy or girl? I look for someone who will respect me and understand that you can't have everything your way all the time. I know that I've grown up getting everything that I wanted, and I feel like for my relationship it's kind of, I don't expect to get everything I want no matter how much of a fit I throw. And I want someone to realize that too, that no matter what, you're not going to get what you want every time. And also the main thing, the number one thing, would be someone who respects that I have a kid. I have a daughter, and I want the person I'm in a relationship with, whether it's a guy or girl, to treat my daughter like their own. And that's the first thing I look for in a person, because you don't find too many people out there like that, and that's what I really want. This next one, number 14, what is my favorite color? My favorite color is green. Green. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. So that kind of goes along with the question number 15. Who's my favorite football team? My favorite football team is the Green Bay Packers. I've been a fan of the Green Bay Packers, I'd say, for about 10 years now. Since I was 15, I saw their first game and I fell in love. Number 16, am I pregnant again? I've gotten this question so many times because of baby number 2 videos and all that. I'm currently not pregnant, no. My daughter is my main priority right now. I am not pregnant, you guys. I promise. So the next question I got, which would be number 17, is who is my favorite wrestler of all time? Like I said, if you guys don't know, I watch wrestling. I am obsessed. I've been watching wrestling since, I think the first time I saw wrestling, it was 2 days before my 4th birthday. 2 days before my 4th birthday. So my favorite wrestler of all time, women-wise, I'd have to go choose. I couldn't choose. So women-wise, it'd have to be between Trish Stratus and Lita, of all time. And male-wise, it would be between The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm a Triple H fan, but I like Stone Cold and The Undertaker a smidge more. Okay, number 18. How is my clothing line going? It's actually going very, very well. I'm in the middle of just like putting products together, figuring out what I want to sell, what I don't want to sell, how I want things to look. So for me, mainly, with my clothing line is just, what's my taste, what's my style, how am I going to do it. And that's kind of how my clothing line is going. I'm kind of just picking out the stuff that I want to sell, stuff that fits me, my logo, all that good stuff. So that's where my clothing line is right now. Number 19. Well, when will it be up on the internet? My clothing line. I have no idea. I'm actually going to say somewhere between, I know this may sound like a long time, but somewhere between October and November. I want to have it out before Valentine. Wrong day. I want to have it out before, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, that's about the estimate, October, November. Because it takes a lot of time and a lot of stuff that goes into having your own clothing line that I didn't know until now when I just started it. Am I coming out with an app for my clothing line is number 20. I'm thinking about it. As you guys know, Fashion Nova has an app, Fashion Nova has a website, and I think for me, mainly because people are on their phones a lot more than they're on a computer, I definitely will come out with an app for my clothing line. I have to go through the process and see, what you have to do to get an app, or what you have to do to make an app. So I'm currently going through that right now while I'm creating my clothing line at the same time. Number 21. When is my daughter's birthday? March 5th. My baby was born March 5th, 2019. I'm going to tell you guys a weird little story. So my nephew, my oldest nephew, was born March 4th. My daughter was born March 5th, and my brother's birthday is March 6th. So, crazy, right? When is my birthday? August 4th, next week on Tuesday. We hitting 25, midlife crisis moment. If y'all know what that is, or if y'all know what that is, help me get through it, please. Because I'm going crazy over here. Number 23. When will my book be out? Because of the whole coronavirus, COVID-19 thing going on, I don't know. I have picked the name for my book, which is the next question, and I'm going to tell you guys the name of it. I haven't completely picked the design cover. So, I feel like with my book, it'll be out by next summer. Next summer by my birthday is when I want my book to be out in stores, on Amazon, and all that other stuff. Okay, number 24. How has COVID-19 affected me? For me, it's mostly, I'm used to getting up, going to work every day. Even when I was pregnant, worked throughout my whole pregnancy up until the day before I went into labor. So for me, COVID is kind of like you're stuck in the house, you can't really work. And I'm so used to doing that, getting up in the morning, going to work, coming home, being with my daughter, putting her to sleep, doing that same thing over again. So I'd say COVID has affected me by not being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, basically. And a lot of ish is closed down, or they make you sit outside. So COVID has affected me as much as it has affected anyone else. Number 25, last but not least, sorry about the long video, but number 25 is a question I have been asked so much, and it is, do I prefer men, women, lesbian, do I prefer lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, queer, or straight people? I do not have a preference at all. I'm the type of person that I've dated a gay man before, a bisexual man before. I've dated a bisexual woman before. I've dated a lesbian before. I've dated a queer person before, and I've dated a transsexual person before. So I don't really have any preferences, as long as your personality, like, for me, it's like you could be the cutest, handsomest, sexiest person in the world, but if your attitude don't match, then we don't really click. And I feel like for me, it's mostly not about what you have underneath, or the label people give you. It's more about your personality. So that's what I kind of look for in a person. I want someone with personality, and it doesn't matter if you're lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, straight. It doesn't really matter to me. So those were all the 25 questions I picked randomly off of my Instagram. If you guys have any video ideas for me, leave it down in the description box below. Leave it down in the comment box below. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Go check out me and my baby on all of our social medias. I will see you guys in the next video. And in the next video, I actually have a surprise for you guys, because I'm going to be showing you what I have done with my clothing line. And I also have one more surprise about my clothing line that I'm going to share in that video as well. So I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said, anything you want me to do, any suggestions you have, leave them down in the comment box below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
They talking real hot, don't smoke when I tap it. Crazy and hoe what they do for the clout. All of the yapping, wanna see what you bout. Don't go online when you running your mouth, but in person that nah. Spit it out, got a lot on my mind, so I let it all bottom. Monkey see, monkey do. Naming these hollows. No one shot at you, the other will follow. My name in your mouth, and you watch how you swallow. Jackie, you real, but you totally will.